Coach, thank you. We have playoff football and bone-chilling playoff football at that in the city of brotherly love at Lincoln Financial Field. Coming up, it's a battle to represent the NFC in this year's Super Bowl, and we've got a classic in store between the Carolina Panthers and the Philadelphia Eagles. The excitement level around here at a fever pitch as we're underway in the 2020 NFC Championship game. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive.
Come on, fellas.
And the offensive penalty has us back where we started as they come up on a 1st and 10. Newton going to hand it off to McCaffrey. And, whoa, he's going to hope that that is not a sign of things to come. A rude welcoming to this ball game. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14.
Here we go. Here we go. Katie. 54 miles. Gun.
McCaffrey. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. Only a yard on the gain there, and that'll set up 3rd and 13. 3rd and long, it's Newton. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. Well, certainly not how he wanted to start his night. First throw of the game, an INT.
Yeah, it's not easy, but he's got to try and wipe that one away from the memory banks. And let's face it, it's not often a quarterback and a defensive back have a lot in common. But one thing, because they have these individual type plays, they've got to have short memories, don't they? DB gets beat, wipe it away, quarterback throws a pick, has to do the same thing.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. And the offensive penalty has us back where we started as they come up on a 1st and 10.
36.
Shotgun now for Wentz. Flushed out right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Terrific coverage in the end zone that time. Forced him out of the pocket to his right. I thought maybe try and run it there, but no one came open for him. Nice job by the defense of not getting out of their lanes.
Check 99. Check 99. Check 31. Check 31.
Wentz again here on 2nd and 10. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Brian Burns. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him.
Hey, check Mike 357. Hey, watch the slap. Watch the slap.
Hey, Delta.
Watch the slap.
On 3rd and long, it's Wentz. And he connects with Ertz. And he'll will take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Zach Ertz, 27 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Elliott good with a PAT, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They'll need to come from behind if they want to play in 2 weeks as they trail early in this NFC Championship game. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Give him 18. It's a Carolina first down.
Well, how many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice game.
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play call to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early, because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Now Davis, and he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Ready? Ready? Gun, gun, gun. Hey!
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
20. 8.
On 2nd and 9. Newton, blitz coming, and down he goes. Fletcher Cox busting through to get him for a loss of 6. Defense went 3-4. They got some push from the inside.
And this is something in a 3-4 you don't normally get, because the nose tackle who got the sack, he's usually responsible or ends up getting double-teamed and sometimes triple-teamed. How about him working his way back and putting the big guy on the ground?
Throwing on 3rd and long. Newton. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And the defense loses him. It's complete. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal.
Check. Check. Hot. Small. No. Check 3.
Trying to power it in with Arma. And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. It's the fullback taking it in as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Extra point try good by Gano. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
time, this Philly offense set to go. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
To throw is Wentz. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Hey, Charlie. Hey, stand. Hey, turn it up.
To throw, it's Wentz. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Great. 82-40. Sunday. Rap. Check.
Working from the gun, Wentz. Got him in. He finds Sanders. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That one goes for 24 yards.
Let's go. You tighten up. Say. Quick dash. Go. Kill. Protein spill.
Miles Sanders, first carry of the game. And he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Seven, our score after 1.
Here we go. 120. Flat.
On 2nd down, it's Sanders. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
It's now 3rd and 4.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wentz. And this is going to be incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
Doug Pederson keeping the offense on the field. They're going on 4th down.
Kill. Mark check 33. Motion. Reset.
Wentz to throw for it on 4th. And my goodness, this is incomplete. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And the Panthers will get the football back. So they'll trudge off the field with a bitter taste in their mouths after that failed 4th down conversion.
Yeah, there'll be a lot of analysis there on the sidelines. Was it the right call? Was it against the right defense? Should they have even gone for it at all? Will that change what they do going forward in this game? A lot of questions to be answered by them. The defense doesn't really care. They're like, bring it on again. We'll stop you the next time, too.
Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
2nd and 6 at their 48-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Hey, come on out here. Come get some. Gun, gun.
The handoff, McCaffrey running right. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the first down.
Ready. Ready. Check right 54. Right 54. Here we are. Sit. 8.
Now a give, right side McCaffrey. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Check. Walk 54. Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, D. No. Great. Gun.
From the 38, Newton gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
They'll run with McCaffrey, looking for a seam but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the Eagles' 11-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
I think in normal situations, most play callers would probably shelve that play in this situation. But down in the red zone, got a little something extra to play with. I like the way that he took a shot and went after it.
Gun. Wait. Back. Twist. Jam. Check nickel. 28. Let's go. Here we go. 53.
Just beating the play clock is Newton. Flush to his right. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. But good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
Wentz will try again on 2nd down. And the reception made by Alshon Jeffrey. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one good for 26 and a first down. 2 minutes remain in the first half of this NFC Championship. And a reminder, folks, as we've done all year, we'll send you to Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report coming up shortly. The coach with us, as always, as he will start to look ahead to Super Bowl 53. On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Rush in. This time, Devin. Rush in. 5. Check Mike 33. Check Mike 33. Get ready. Get ready. Get ready. Mike check 33. 33.
Now Wentz again. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 39.
A Hall of Fame coach once said, there are no medals for trying. And that wasn't a trying effort, was it? That was a winning effort. How about that great catch?
Excellent. They know, hey, you lose this game, you get a ding or two. You got 7 months to heal. They're going to go all out.
Hey, foxtrot. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Hey, check Mike 33. Check Mike 33. I got you, boy.
Wentz now on 1st down. Incomplete. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Kill. Hey, exit. Kill. Wide. Get wide. Kill.
Back to the air on 2nd down. Wentz. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. He got 29 yards that time.
First and goal at the
So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break.
Hey, Haywood. Check 53's Mike. Check 53's Mike. Push him back. Check 13. Check 13. Deuce.
Again, it's Wentz. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. Now Wentz. And that's going to be incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter, a lot of time to change things. Now Wentz. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. And Elliott puts this one through. And that will knock things up here late in the first half. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And we're under a minute to go here in what's been an even first half, all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions just...
And they get to Newton and take him down for the sack. Fletcher Cox, his second sack of the night.
Tremendous read and reaction by the defensive tackle. And frankly, partner, it's not that often the DTs have that type of easy access back to the quarterback. Never bought the play-action fade.
Now a run with McCaffrey. Finding room at the 30. As he'll get this one up to the 44-yard line. Now the Panthers going to signal for their third and final timeout, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Back to the ground on first. It's McCaffrey. And this time they're able to bottle him up as they'll stop him at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. So we've reached halftime here in the NFC Championship, as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Hallis Trophy still hangs in the balance as the second half now underway in the NFC Championship game.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter three.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Check 26, check 26. 53's the mic.
81, 81.
Hey, watch the screen, watch the screen.
Wentz gonna throw. He's got the hook up here to Deshaun Jackson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 47.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Bravo.
Not today, you are. Not today. 53, check.
From the gun, it's Wentz. And that is incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Grade 15. Hey, wahoo.
Wentz now to throw. That's caught by Jackson. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 34-yard line. Wentz now has hit on 7 of 17 passes, just 41%, but it's 1st and 10.
Empty.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And a short gain down to about the 33. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Hey, Steve 6.
On 2nd and 9, Wentz. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Bruce Irvin able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
It's now 3rd down.
Hey, Ford Tokyo. Hey, high 7.
Check Mike 33, check Mike 33. You go night-night. Some go night-night.
Wentz. It's caught by Sanders. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
And he's going to miss this one. That is no good. Well outside the left upright. And we will remain tied here in this third quarter. So an empty possession there. What do you think went wrong, Charles?
Well, it looked like maybe the plant leg might have given way just a little. And when that happens, guys have a tendency to pull through the ball to compensate. And in doing so, sent this one off target.
Switch, switch, switch.
Gun, gun.
Now Newton on first down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Fletcher Cox bringing the pressure yet again. That's his third sack here tonight.
Get him. He's crashing. He's checking crash.
To try again after the sack. Newton, they'll get this to McCaffrey out of the backfield. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a third down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. An effective 7-yard third down conversion.
First down.
Great.
Watch the ship. Watch the ship.
Express.
Mike 54. Watch the slant.
I get it.
This is McCaffrey. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
43-yard line.
What is it? I get it.
Check Mike 54.
Great. Gun.
Switch it. Come on, switch it. Tighten up. 54, Mike. Check. Watch 54. Get that quarterback.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down. So 2 plays with only negative yardage to show, and now it's 3rd and 16.
Here we go. 53 to Mike. 53 to Mike.
Great.
He's coming. Double up.
Throwing is Newton. And he's going to lose yardage here, as they will switch ends as time is run out on this third quarter of play. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. Knotted up here at 10. That's our score as we begin quarter number 4. Here's Jackson. A terrific return there. 27 yards all told. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10.
At their own 38-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team, because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. But let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
And now a big play to start off this drive as the shot downfield is complete. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
82.
Number 53, Mike 53.
Throwing now is Wentz. It's caught by Aguilar. But he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
First down. 1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
Go. 180.
Pick it up, guys. Pick it up. Watch twist.
On 1st and goal, Howard. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Trying to punch it in with Howard. And he will take this one in for an Eagle touchdown. Jordan Howard taking it in. And they are able to break the tie and move out in front here in this fourth quarter. Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes it a 17-10 score. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
The Panthers take over a first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. He'll get a couple yards back, but not more than that. They'll be left with 12 yards to go on third down.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Throwing on third down, Newton. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Duke Riley coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up fourth.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
At their own 31-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays they're going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs. And the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
I got the sense that the defense created a little momentum for them there, didn't they?
Did their job, forced the punt. Now, nice start to the drive. Offense has to do their part.
Yeah, they certainly do, but what a great start for them. They've got to go thank the guys on D.
On first down, it's Sanders. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. A game there of 30 big ones.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Another run here with Sanders. He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts. That's going to be their second. They'll be left with 1 more plus the 2-minute warning, and we'll be back. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. On third down, they turn to Sanders, and they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. And now here comes the third of their timeouts defensively. So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here.
A 30-yard attempt.
And the kick by Elliott is good. And they double him up here. That makes our score 20-10. So his second field goal of the game, and that could turn out to be the big one.
Yeah, you have to make them score twice to beat you, and that's not impossible. But here in the 4th quarter, puts their backs clearly against the wall.
The Panthers take over first and 10. Let's go! At their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Give him 18. It's a Carolina first down. And a strange one here, a little befuddled. They're sending out the field goal unit now. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On the ground, McCaffrey, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Christian McCaffrey, 40 yards, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. They get one more as the extra point's up and good. So they got their touchdown, now down a field goal. Here comes the onside kick. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. And the Eagles dodge a bullet. They cover it up. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now. This one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
Here we go. 120.
53. Mike, 53. He's tapping.
They'll run on first down. Sanders. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. Well, they'll take that every time with a lead. First down, 4th quarter, getting 8 yards. You love that.
They will take it, and you have to ask the defensive guys, why did you give it? I mean, you know the situation. You're down, have to stop them, have to get the football back. But 8 yards on first down puts them back on their heels.
And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
On first down, it's Sanders. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. Charles, let's focus for a second on the losing side. In a couple months, they may look back and say, wow, it was a great season. But right now, I guarantee they're feeling no sugarcoating on this one.
And you can already see the T-shirts at training camp next year, can't you? Unfinished business. Because they've got to find a way to motivate these guys to go through all the same pain, right? All the same tough stuff, and find their way back and give themselves a chance to win this game again next year.
And that'll close the books on the conference championship. For Charles Davis, myself, Brandon Gaudin, and our entire crew, we'll talk to you in 2 weeks from the Super Bowl.